Goldman Sachs now predicts a 2008 crash is here and it's about to hit these four cities. Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Goldman Sachs is now predicting, along with many others. Insane, right? 2008 crash is coming, my friends. Goldman Sachs is predicting four cities are already up to bat. And it's crazy because I watched a report of this, Goldman Sachs on record, on camera, saying this and what we're going to report on here today, and actually read between the lines and look between the cracks as we examine the elephant in the room. And then they went over to a real estate professional in one of these cities saying, I have to disagree. I don't see a 2008 crash coming here. Of course you don't. Of course you don't, because you have to cheerlead these markets. You have financial gain. You're out there preaching one narrative, and then when you get behind the camera, you have to continue with that narrative. You've basically backed yourself into a corner. That's why it's so great. This channel came on early as a real estate professional. Now, luckily, I didn't have to pay my bills with commissions. I work in real estate because I want to, not because I have to. Own and operate investment properties. It's the path to wealth. 90% of millionaires got rich in real estate wasn't owning their house, other people's houses. And if they started with their house, eventually they jumped up and stacked up properties. That's why we always examine rent ranges. Cost to own, what's it rent for? Do those pencil out? Let's make a move. Even if there's no plan on it becoming a rental. I don't want to own rental properties. I hear it all the time. I don't want to own. I couldn't manage properties. Yes, you can. But you can as soon as that comes out of your mouth. But here's the realities. There's four cities right now that are at risk of crashing. Well, they're crashing as we speak. Here's the interesting part for me personally. Tail end of a stimulus era, a health crisis, a lockdown, a stay-at-home order, making agents essential, pushing them out to stimulate the housing market. That was how we stimulated, kicked the can too far down the road, got away from us. We should have risen interest rates immediately when we saw what was happening. We didn't. On purpose? Possibly. Maybe this is all one big master plan. But we're going to read between the lines and look between the cracks and heat map and temperature check the biggest asset class in the world, the U.S. housing market, which will, in fact, crash our economy if we lose it. And we're at risk right now. It's happening. We're losing four markets. Goldman Sachs is reporting that they're going to have 25% declines in their property values this year. In the 2008 crash, we had 27% declines on a national average. Places like we're about to discuss saw 50% at one point. It didn't happen in 1 year. And I think even though this is actually a flash crash compared to 08 era, because 08 era did take years for it to actually bottom. This one's really accelerating. This is the fastest bubble we've ever seen, and it's actually the fastest crash. We've never seen declines in prices this quick in history. We're breaking all the wrong records. I hope people understand that. I know many people don't, because I was in the last bubble era, I wasn't as researched, in tune, studied as I am now. Insane doing the same thing over, expecting a different result. This time will be different. That was what I always heard. Loan quality. That was one of the things I heard this real estate professional who was in one of these cities when he was interviewed saying, no, the loan qualities are better. People got low interest rates. I'm not seeing any crash here. You're not seeing it because you got the blinders on. You're not watching everything. Now it's getting harder and harder. You're going to live in a city, my friend, that's going to crash. It's going to crash hard because every time we've had a bubble, they've crashed 100% of the time. So this would be the first time in history we didn't have a crash. And this one has to. It is. It's being forced because just like it was artificially constructed through stimulus, it's being destructed through the removal of stimulus, removing money by raising interest rates, increasing job losses, which we're getting reports on constantly. It's all market manipulation. Had we just let this crash initially at lockdowns, we'd already be out of this. We would already be out of this, but we created the wealth effect, a casino climate. People wanted to normalize this. It's big. Big time stuff. So the 4 cities that are up to bat first, that are falling and falling hard, and will be the first, and we'll be talking about these cities moving forward because I believe they're gonna lead the charge in this nationwide housing downturn and potential recession ignition that it's gonna light. Phoenix, Arizona, you're up to bat, my friends. You did it before, you're doing it again. You made the list from Goldman Sachs as a city that's going to crash again in a 2008 style, if not worse, housing correction and downturn. San Diego, California, you're up to bat, and you went through massive price declines in 2008 too. You're up to bat again too. San Jose, Silicon Valley, Bay Area, you're up to bat. You're going to go through massive declines this year as well. And last but not least, Austin, Texas. You're going through it too. My buddy Travis over at the Real Estate Mindset, he's over there heat mapping that one for us. We're just getting started. This is the front end. So really what kind of really made me want to report on this today, friends, is when Goldman Sachs is reporting that this is going to be as bad as 2008, possibly worse. But then you get an interview from somebody, a real estate professional, not much different than me, out there working in real estate, a licensed realtor, telling you it's not. And that's 99.9% of real estate agents actively out there who rely on commissions to pay their bills, cheerleading these markets out of self-preservation because they have financial gain. And I've always said, you never want a real estate professional that's in worse shape than you. They drank the Kool-Aid. They thought that this would last forever. Shame, shame, shame. You should have known better. You drank the Kool-Aid. You didn't understand when you were deemed an essential worker, it was like hitting the lottery. And those people that hit the lottery always end up in worse shape than they did before they hit that lottery. It creates that casino climate. You see, you spend money much differently when you had to work hard for it than something that was given to you. This was almost given to real estate professionals on a silver platter. And then they're already an egocentric bunch to begin with, which I always say I'm a real estate agent. I don't even like real estate agents myself half the time because they're egocentric. I can't tell you how many times I've walked in on a property as an agent. My assistant and this. Dude, get real. Get over yourself. You see, because you're basically judging your insides by other people's outsides. How many sales do I have? Insanity. Putting your needs before your clients. Just get it sold. Get it sold. Told them whatever. Tell them no 2008 crash style crash here. That is what I'm in fact seeing out there. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life, understanding the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history had no chance of surviving. The dust is settling. There will be blowback, and we're now paying the piper. Phoenix, Arizona, Austin, Texas, San Diego, California, and San Jose, California. You're the 4 cities that are up to bat first, and you're probably going to lead the charge for many others. We're going to continue to heat map it, temperature check it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. We'll see you on the next video.